What if the universe isn't just something we observe, but something that quietly responds when it is observed? What if, in ways we don't yet understand, the universe is not completely indifferent to our existence? Right now, as you listen to these words, light from distant galaxies is reaching Earth. Photons that began their journey millions or even billions of years ago. Those photons are ending their journey inside human eyes and instruments, turning ancient cosmic events into present moment awareness. We are watching the universe. But the deeper question is far more unsettling. What if the universe, in some subtle way, is watching back? For most of human history, the universe was imagined as a cold and mechanical place. Stars burned without purpose, galaxies drifted without meaning, and life was nothing more than a fortunate accident. Humans were passengers on a small planet, orbiting an ordinary star, in a universe that neither noticed nor cared. This picture felt comforting in its simplicity. But modern science has slowly dismantled that idea. The more precisely we measure reality, the more it begins to behave in ways that feel strangely interactive. At the smallest scales of existence, observation is not passive. In quantum physics, particles do not have fixed properties until they are measured. They exist as clouds of probability, capable of becoming many different things at once. Only when information is extracted from the system does reality settle into a definite state. This is not philosophy or speculation. It is one of the most well-tested aspects of modern physics. Observation does not simply reveal reality, it helps shape it. This alone raises an uncomfortable possibility. If observation affects the universe, then the universe must somehow register that observation. Reality behaves differently when information is involved. The universe does not merely exist in isolation. It interacts with measurement, interaction, and awareness. In this sense, reality is not a one-way experience, it is a feedback process. When scientists look at the universe on its largest scales, they encounter another mystery. The laws of physics appear almost impossibly precise. Gravity, electromagnetism, and the fundamental constants are balanced so perfectly that even the smallest change would make life impossible. Stars would never form, atoms would fall apart, and complexity would never arise. This extreme balance is known as fine-tuning, and it has no simple explanation. The odds of such precision appearing by chance are so small that many physicists openly admit discomfort with the idea of pure randomness. One proposed explanation is the multiverse, the idea that countless universes exist and we happen to live in the one that works. But this idea only pushes the question further back. Why does this universe allow complexity, memory, and observers capable of understanding it? Why does reality permit not only existence, but experience? Why does the universe produce minds that can question the universe itself? As research continues, many physicists are beginning to suspect that information may be more fundamental than matter. Space may store information, time may process it, matter may simply be the visible result of an underlying informational structure. In this view, the universe is not a machine made of objects, but a system made of relationships and data. Reality becomes something that evolves, reacts, and organizes itself over time. This idea becomes even more unsettling when we compare the universe to the human brain. No single neuron is conscious. Each one follows simple electrical rules. But when billions of neurons interact, awareness emerges. Memory forms. Identity appears. The brain becomes something greater than the sum of its parts. If awareness can emerge from simple components arranged in complex systems, then consciousness does not require a central controller. It only requires the right structure. Now consider the universe. Galaxies are not randomly scattered. They form vast networks connected by filaments of matter, stretching across billions of light years. Energy flows, information moves, structures form and dissolve, complexity increases, life emerges, minds appear. From particles to perception, the universe seems to follow a path toward awareness whenever conditions allow it. Life itself appears surprisingly early in the universe's history. As soon as chemistry became complex enough, self-organizing systems emerged. From molecules to cells, from cells to nervous systems, from nervous systems to conscious minds. This rapid rise of complexity suggests that awareness is not a rare accident. It may be a natural outcome of the universe's structure. Some scientists describe this as a participatory universe, where observers are not separate from reality, but part of how reality stabilizes and defines itself. This does not mean the universe thinks like a human, or has emotions or intentions. Awareness does not have to look like a mind. It can be distributed, subtle, and emergent. A thermostat responds to temperature. A cell responds to its environment. A brain responds to information. The universe may respond to observation in a way that is so different from human awareness that we struggle to recognize it. There is also something deeply strange about how understandable the universe is. The laws of reality are written in mathematics, and human minds can understand those equations. This fact alone has puzzled scientists for generations. Why should the universe be comprehensible at all? Why should abstract reasoning map so perfectly onto physical reality? Some have suggested that the universe seems structured in a way that rewards understanding, almost as if comprehension itself is part of the system. Every time we observe the universe, we collapse uncertainty into knowledge. We turn possibilities into facts. We force reality to take shape. In this sense, observation is not passive. It is an act of participation. We are not just watching the universe, we are interacting with it at the most fundamental level. This leads to a darker and more unsettling question. What if awareness itself is being tested? Civilizations rise, advance technologically, and then either destroy themselves or learn to survive. Perhaps long-lasting intelligence is rare. Perhaps only systems capable of restraint, cooperation, and understanding persist long enough to matter. In this view, intelligence alone is not enough. Wisdom becomes the real filter. When you look at the night sky, you are not looking at something separate from yourself. Every atom in your body was forged inside stars. Your existence is a continuation of cosmic processes billions of years old. You are not in the universe. You are the universe. Briefly organized into a form capable of asking questions about itself, technology may be the next step in this process. Our networks resemble neural systems. Our machines store memory. Artificial intelligence mirrors cognition. These may not be random inventions. They may be the universe exploring new ways to process information, new ways to extend awareness beyond fragile biological forms. If the universe is watching back, it is not doing so with eyes or judgment. It is watching through interaction, through information, through awareness emerging wherever complexity allows. And right now, that awareness exists here, listening to these words, wondering about its place in the cosmos. For a brief moment in the history of everything, the universe has become conscious enough to question itself. And perhaps that is the most extraordinary thing of all.